The U.S. Senate has passed a broad immigration reform bill that includes a path to citizenship for an estimated 11 million undocumented immigrants. The 68-32 vote comes after months of debate and a recent deal to boost border security spending significantly. But the legislation faces a tough road in the more conservative House. House Speaker John Boehner has said he will not advance legislation that lacks support of most of his fellow Republicans, who remain resistant. No stragglers. As the vote was held on Thursday afternoon, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid made the rare request of asking all 99 of his colleagues to be present and to vote from their desks. "This is not a vote where people should be straggling in," Mr. Reid said. After the vote, members of the group that negotiated the original bill, known as the Gang of Eight, thanked the broad coalition that had backed immigration efforts. Senator John McCain, a Republican, said the Senate stood ready to negotiate with the House and called on them to act. "We all share the same goal," said Mr. McCain, "to take 11 million people out of the shadows." Republican Senator Lindsey Graham said the bill's border security measures had exceeded every expectation I had, and said the bill had practically militarized the border. President Barack Obama, who has made immigration reform a top priority for his second term, has urged Congress to act quickly on the legislation, with a goal of signing a bill into law by autumn. Forward movement on the bill comes shortly after two Republican senators this week brokered a compromise to increase the bill's funding of border security measures. An amendment that added an additional 20,000 border security agents was passed on Wednesday. Earlier, the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimated the legislation, without the increased border funds, would reduce the U.S. budget deficit by $175 billion, £114 billion, over 10 years and boost economic growth. And analysts say many Republicans acknowledge reforming the immigration system will be key for their election prospects in the future as Hispanics become an increasingly important voter bloc. On Thursday, Mr. Boehner, the Republican House Speaker, said the House would not take up the Senate bill directly. "We're going to do our own bill, that reflects the will of our majority and the will of the American people," he said. Mr. Boehner's comments cast doubt on the chances legislation will quickly reach Mr. Obama's desk, and could portend failure for immigration reform entirely, analysts say. Separate bills designed by House Republicans include stricter border and interior security measures, employment checks and most significantly, no path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. Some Republicans believe such a program rewards those who broke the law by immigrating to the country illegally.